banshee screaming the names of the dead, singing saints dead by the midnight moon, while businessmen worship the devil's bed. The people eat the scraps of meat at the bankster's room. Authentic voices of the people silenced by the right. Conspiracists delight at the people's might. The prophets of doom displayed to all by the shamanic bright of the alternative night. And if only the people could see their strength, the mountains of the West would shake. The very foundations of kingdoms might quake under the shamanic rites of the people's fight. Lords and ladies over the pits of hell's bells, wrenched in pain, burning in the night of the shamanic light. They gaze at the sun's flame as they worship the gods of greed, and burn their hopes of shamanic graves. Forced to face the moon's light at the passing of time, when judgment's gaze will burn their crowns and send them to the pitman's fine with their tortured frowns. The pits of hell for the lords, the pits of hell for the dead. If their sins are so bright, then let them burn in the pitman's light. In the north of the world lived a man alone, with 7 billion serving his very soul. With words so dark the mists of time read dead. To the ultra riches mists of rage, hailed by words of bitter praise. Then the same old songs of freedom played through the room, and all heard the shaman's moon the rivers of doom. But some souls heard the cry of freedom's light, a vision so bright that the dancing dead cried for revenge's right. The shamanic bonfires built around their screams of delight, as the dead burn in the wicker man's light. The elves cry a meeting moon, where all souls die in the starman's room. When sons and daughters go to the bankster's moon, they delight at the capitalist's night, a vision so stark that the system dies under the light of the businessman's fight, as they fight like rabid dogs for the scraps of meat at their boss's table. The shamanic bonfires built around their screams of delight, as the dead burn in the wicker man's light. The elves cry a meeting moon, where all souls die in the starman's room. Then in walked the man from the north, with vision so stark that even the dancing dead wake at the twilight's mark. The words from the north reach the southern folk, where lies are blown by the shaman's moon. If all are quiet at the starman's light, then the children weep the dead man's night, under the political rites of unshamanic fire, a burning so bright that all conspire. The shamanic bonfires bolt around their screams of delight, as the dead burn in the wicker man's light. The hymns cry a meeting moon, where all souls die in the starman's room. The cries of the Northman's scream was heard by the demons of the southern world, where the folk united by the starman's gaze at the wicker man's face, of the traitor few so far deep in their own dark keeps grace, that all souls burn in the wicker man's embrace.
Pat and Mike were talking in their homes. Like cameras in the corner, they watched the box in the room, saying words of damnation to the political left, where visions of conspiracy are warped by the right into sermons of misinfo for the awakened few. Grandmother talks to her family so dear, telling them tales of the past like only the words of the wise can do. With tales of journalists of old, unlike the traders of new, who with words of poison mist corrupt the earth and ones anew. Who doesn't listen to the grandmother tune, when words are power to the earth and few? With words of love and community of the 70s so dear, like sermons of doom for the darkened druid's prayer. When dystopia beckons like the wolves in hunt through Europe, the dystopian few rule, with words of financial power from Britain and you, with the military wing in Washington alone. We're now for the Anglo-American dream of one world government with prisoners of old, with mass immigration to water down the nationalist street of a tribal humanity who worship the past. If the past is covered up, then mistakes will repeat. When we make the same mistakes with corruption anew, then the bitter rich must surely be known as the corrupters of society, like servants anew. For the dark druids know of their sycophant show, where the pawns of the rich start fawning at their feet. With clubs of meat they stuff their treats right into the mass graves of humanity's deep keep of the songs of the dark dystopian moon.
Magicians playing games at night with their acolytes so near, chanting curses of doom to the darkened moon, as they plot the overthrow of a way of life, of the vision implants on shamanic doom. The liars tell of grace from technology, where slaves are born under the light of the moon. It's technology's boon to an unshamanic few, of a vision so dark the dead men weep. To the conqueror's doom of the democratic left, and leave us with the center right, where stupidity and ignorance grace the light of the darkened moon. Implants grace of systematic death is the light of the center right, The dictator's lies can only brighten the minds of the masses so near to their unshamanic doom. The death of democratic choice and the end of privacy, with the dead man's show ignored by all, to the death of a nation so near to its doom. They gaze with delight at the shows on the box as they sit unaware of its sinister blows, to a democratic light be extinguished by the frequencies of the psychopath's needs of control, and to destroy communities so near to their systematic doom. They tie our hands with chains of satin and silk, convinced we will play the games of slave and master to our very doom. If doom it is, then doom to them, as we expose their plans to wipe us off the earth. If 500 million can think like this, then 500 million must go to the hellholes of poverty on an isolated island, so far from humanity that they can wipe their bums with poison leaves for all eternity. Death to the clans that cry, death to the masses as we wage our protests on every land. Let them hear our cries and see our flags marching through the streets to their unshamanic doom, as we hang them high on the dead man's tower. What makes a man wake up to an unshamanic government light? A light so dark only the few can see, a sin so stark that all are blind. From the political center to the political right, the people's sleep is enforced with political might. Media to put to sleep like the mindless class, stolen democratic rights and democratic fights. From the ashes of corruption comes the honorable mind, the mind of the activist determined to be the right of his kind, and protect the people from an undemocratic agenda that blends the center with the right and extinguishes the people's light of the political left. To the rights of the alternative media as the big news
a few, only a few see the whistle, and all are blown by the whistleblower's rant. When the media corrupts and the state perverts, then the resistance few must know that it is up to them to correct the political class for the sake of the people's right to thrive in a democratic light that shines so bright. The whole world sees the soul of a nation's shamanic light.
Three men walked along the wooded path, dreams of a utopian era far off in their thoughts, wonders of technology implanted deep within their skulls, the wounds of democracy thrown to the wind. A distant town, conversations of liberty entrenched in their frowns, the thoughts of utopian dreams of liberation and freedom from the shackles of slavery of the dystopian crown. A group of teenagers strolled along the road. An approaching pensioner walks by with fear in her eyes of a community ruined by the lies of the dystopian crown. A blind fear entrenched of the stranger, few in your city's ground. When communities guide, the people quake with bags of fear so dark that the mighty weed of a time long lost of children's needs being played out on earthen streets. What of the earthen view then, when dystopia beckons with every step and darkened homes are lit by synthetic flame, where homes are as dull as the shrink's waiting room, while the fake light from the box illuminates them all. What now of the earthen dead? Do they rise in united rage, or quake in their ruined sleep, while children die by the dystopian crown? Lotus flowers shower the midnight moon with the unshamanic bliss of unforgiving men who sit like locusts devouring the pale ashen shards of a broken democracy's twilight of doom. What now of the earthen one's show, where the streets are empty of the earthen one's right to roam the country without a zonal checkpoint fight, picking the earthen ones from the freedom's line. Shades of nightshade implanted by the political right of the dystopian tales of the midnight moon, where death is dreamt of in shamanic sleep, of missions of hate of the dystopian political right. under a moonlit canopy in the depths of the wood. They gather around the mists of stone. At the altars of their disgrace, they worship false demons as gods of men. Dark of their kind, their robes twirl in the moon's gaze. With daggers raised, they sacrifice the young for gifts of greed. Their moon is the dark moon. Their time is the sacrifice of blood for blood and man for man. They sacrifice the famous to the forbidden moon. Their goons build them up for the earthen ones to worship. Fame for the pop stars is death for their kind. For only the dark ones know of the fate of the stars, as they tell their goons when to sacrifice the young. 3 days either way of the dark moon's gaze, they sacrifice the young to the demigod's grace. When the time of the moon is strong and the gaze of the stars is known, and in the auspices of the moon we know their doom is the timing of the kill. For the blood of the star is the kindred of the demigod, the sacrificial lambs of the people's stars, blown to dust by the dark druid's haze. For their mistaken beliefs are the shame of them all. So how could the stupid get so strong? With words of power whispered in political towers, the dark ones know their wishes are but boons waiting to happen. With the lords and politicians' financial gaze, they corrupt the law and pervert the land with their words of hate, as they cover up the light one's grave. The police now know of the dark one's show, but still they corrupt the laws in grace. When cover-ups rule the day, then power will drift away from their people's grasp of the dark moon's right.
Gather at dawn, for the midnight song has yet been played to the twilight of the druidic dawn. Of a light so bright that the earthen ones know that all must unite under this earth